Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us on your Friday night. I'm Jeanelle Slade.
And I'm Jay Cohn. Donald Trump Jr. here in Billings tonight to campaign for GOP Senate nominee Matt Rosendale.
It's Trump Jr.'s second trip to Billings, his third trip to Montana within the past year and a half.
Tonight it was a who's who of local and state Republican leaders and party faithful on hand to rally the troops with the November general election inching closer.
Q2's David Jay was on hand for tonight's campaign rally fundraiser. David.
Outside in the hallway, they have the campaign booths for Matt Rosendale and Greg Gianforte, as well as the Montana Republican Party. And on the inside, they're going to hear from the candidates as well as Donald Trump Jr.
Wages are getting bigger. Companies are hiring more. Consumer optimism is going up. This is not a complicated plan. It's simple. You let people keep their hard-earned money, and you remove the regulations that are bricks in the backpack of small business people.
I'm in this race to get government off of our backs, out of our wallets, and to protect our Montana way of life. I will fight for more freedom, prosperity, and liberty for all Montanans.
But now, we see what can happen when you have businessmen, people who've done it, when it was their money on the line, when it was their family and their well-being on the line. These guys have all done that. I want those people representing me and my family and my 5 kids in Washington, D.C. It matters. It can make a difference.
A lot of energy here, and we saw that as some of the Make America Great Again hats were also auctioned off. And a lot of enthusiasm as they listened to Donald Trump Jr. talk about some of his concerns with the votes in Congress that will go against some of the president's policies. And also he talked about being a New York City guy growing up there, but with Montana values to the point where he's going to be going fishing and shooting on Saturday. We just were told that about 350 showed up tonight to listen to the president's son. That's the latest from out here. Jay and Jeanelle, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, David.
Now outside the Billings Hotel and Convention Center, the venue for Trump Jr.'s appearance tonight, a group of some 30 to 40 protesters stood by.
Carrying posters and signs, the group made its presence known under the watchful eye of local police. Some of the protesters taking issue with the current controversy of the Trump administration's immigration policies along the southern U.S. border. Other signs took aim at the GOP tax cuts for the wealthy. Another sign said Montana wants off the Trump train.
Now, tonight's protests remain peaceful as passing motorists honked to show either their support or opposition. A group of 6 Republican U.S. senators, including Montana Senator Steve Daines, will head to Russia next week. Senator Richard Shelby of Louisiana described an agenda of high-level meetings, though he declined to say specifically with whom. Well, tonight we touched bases with Daines here in Billings to get his take on the trip.
I serve on the Appropriations Committee. I'm on the Defense Committee on Appropriations. So we decide where the money gets spent for defense. Russia is a real threat to the United States. That's not new. That's been ongoing for decades. Their aggression has only increased. This will give me a chance to see firsthand on the ground in Russia, I've never been there, to make that assessment of this threat that Russia is to the United States.
Now, this trip announcement comes on the heels of other high-level U.S.-Russia meetings slated for the near future.
Also today we had a chance to speak with former Wyoming Senator Alan Simpson about U.S.-Russia relations. Simpson shared his perspective after traveling to Russia 5 times, getting a chance to meet with Vladimir Putin on his most recent trip.
He said, "What are you here for? You selling something?" He said, "No, we're here with the East-West Institute talking about peace." I thought it's a good idea. That's why we're here. We ain't getting paid. He had an answer for everything before we asked it. Sharp, smart, but he's filled with himself now. He's into hubris, and hubris is a destructive force for any great egotistical guy, and it'll eventually bring him down.
Over the years, Simpson told us he also was able to forge a friendship with former Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev, who actually spoke at the University of Wyoming back in October of 2011 and stayed with Simpson and his wife Ann at their home in Cody.
New developments in a suspected triple murder in Lodge Grass last summer.
Late today, federal prosecutors announcing they can't determine who was at fault. U.S. Attorney Kurt Alme tells us last August, Nehemiah Broken Rope, Frank Nomi Jr. and Denise Stewart forcibly entered this home on the Crow Indian Reservation with at least one gun and another weapon. Shots were fired and the occupant in the home was shot in the abdomen. Broken Rope, Nomi, and Stewart were also shot, then taken to local hospitals where they died.
Almy says after an extensive 10-month investigation, it cannot be conclusively determined who shot whom, in what order the shots were fired, or who actually fired the kill shots. Just a few days after the killings, the house where the shootings occurred burned to the ground, destroying most, if not all, of the evidence. Now, at the time, authorities issued an alert for a person of interest.
Roderick Plentyhawk was arrested in late October. It is not clear tonight, though, if Plentyhawk remains in custody.
A sponge used to stain wood self-ignited and caused a major fire just last week at a Billings business. Investigators say the fire at Linrich Seamless Siding, Windows and Doors at 510 Moore Lane is ruled accidental. Fire Marshal Mike Speeney says the wood staining happened hours before the fire was called in and ignited nearby combustible material. Now, firefighters battled the fire on June 13th. The fire and smoke caused an estimated $1.2 million in damage.
A male adult grizzly bear was trapped and euthanized today after authorities say it killed cattle east of Red Lodge. Montana Fish, Wildlife and Park biologists set a live trap following the deaths of 4 yearling calves this week. Biologist Sean Stewart estimates the grizzly was between 5 to 7 years old and says he was not a candidate for relocation.
Central Montana trying to dry out after spending much of this week underwater.
And today, Lieutenant Governor Mike Cooney got a chance to tour parts of the community of Sun River to see firsthand the damage caused by the high water. This video taken earlier today shows some of the damage from the flood water, and as you can see, still plenty of water, enough it's still running across many of the streets in town.
Now, Cooney says while it's going to be a while before things get back to normal, people are not letting this get them down.
These sorts of disasters are hard on people, but these communities come together. They want to help each other. They're willing to do whatever it takes. And the people I spoke to, their spirits were pretty doggone high. Yes, they've gone through a lot. They're somewhat in shock. This isn't, for some of them, it's not the first flood they've been through, but they're going to get through it. But this is tough. This disrupts people's lives.
The Lieutenant Governor said the state will continue to make resources available to help out residents who have been impacted by the recent flooding.
On the weather front tonight, Bob McGuire, not sure if it's good or not, but we are looking at reaching several new records here in our area.
Yeah, we came close to one today, in fact. Let me show you. We put a graphic together, and here's what we have. As far as today's concerned, look at this. The record for today, the daily precipitation is 74 hundredths of an inch. Here's what we got today. 73 hundredths of an inch, yeah. And it doesn't stop there. Take a look at this stuff here. The yearly average for precipitation for Billings is 13.66 so far this year. And keep in mind, we're only not even 6 months through. We start the 7th month in July, right? We're at 1423, so we're already exceeding the average annual precipitation total for Billings. By the way, measurable precipitation in days in a row so far, it's 8 for Billings. The record is 11. And by the way, the record precipitation for Billings in 1 year was in 1978 when we got to 26.81. We still have a ways to go, but we're close. We're about, about halfway there. We'll see what happens if we have another wet winter. Anyway, we'll have more on your weekend forecast coming up in a few more minutes.
Okay, thanks, Bob.
Coming up next on your Q2 10 o'clock news tonight, several hundred children are reunited with their parents on the border as President Trump tells Republicans to stop worrying about immigration for now.
Later tonight, Old Faithful now taking a back seat to this new star in Yellowstone. We'll show you more about the Steamboat Geyser coming up.
And in sports, we head out to the links with Scott Breen and Casey Conlon, where they have some tough duty this weekend.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Cohn and Jeanelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Breen. This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2, Montana's news leader.